Hello friends. Now you know sing. What is the past tense? Sang. Past participle? Sung. Okay. Sing, sang, sung. Also you have other verbs like this. Drink, drank, drunk. Swim, swam, swum. Isn't it? Like this. So here what happens is the verb changes its vowel. The vowel sound changes. The vowel sound is changed for making other tenses. So the vowel within a word is changed for a grammatical function. The vowel within a word is changed for a grammatical function. Grammatical function is here is change of tense. Now this is known as, in simple language, ablaut. Ablaut. Now laut in German means sound. Laut. L-A-U-T. Laut. That means sound. Ab means there is down. Up means down. Up. So that means what happens is sound comes down. The literal meaning of the word is that sound comes down. Now you see what actually, when you go through this, you will find write, wrote, written. Again the same thing. First point to note is this happens in related forms of words. That's first one. Related forms of words. Related forms. Related means sing is related to sang, sang is related to sung. That's very simple. Second is the vowels alternate or change. Vowels alternate or what we call change. You can see E, A, A. Sun. Third is the change takes place within the same word. The change takes place within the same word. That is not because of the influence of any other sound or neighboring syllable. It happens within this. See, I'll give an example where the change takes place because of the influence of the adjacent syllable. For example, in Old English you have Sokian. Then O changes to Sekan. And this changes to Seek. So here what happens is O changes to A because of the influence of this E here. Understand? But here it is not like that. Here within this. That's it. O in Sokian becomes second because it is influenced by this. In this case there is no influence. That is what is meant by saying the change takes place within the same sound. Within the same sound. Not within the same word, not same sound, same word. And then it has a grammatical function. For this, there is a grammatical function for this. As we have already seen, what is the grammatical function? That is change of tense. Change of tense. And this, there is no visible reason for this. You can't give a definite answer to this. Actually, this happens when the Indo-European vowel system passed into the Germanic languages. The Indo-European vowel system passed into Germanic languages. Then these changes took place. So we don't know exactly what had happened during this period. Do you remember Grimm's law? Grimm's law, Indo-European consonant system passed into Germanic. Then Grimslow took place. Grimslow means series of changes in the pronunciation of some consonants. You know, no? Pa becomes ba, isn't it? Pa and dha becomes da, do, and then gha becomes ga, and things like that. I have already taken 3 lectures on this because some students had requested me to do it, and therefore I have done it. So you can also go through that. And from what I get, the feedback, the feedback which I got, students like it, and they say that it is very clear. There is a clarity in my explanation. Not I am not saying this. That is, I from the feedback I am saying this. Understand? So here what happens is, so this is an example for ablaut. Ablaut. Laut means sound. Up means down. So the sound is coming down itself. But there is a very famous example in the F.T. Wood, history belonging with that small book, probably you might have read it. And there he says it could be caused by change in the accents. The vowel changes in the vowel sound could be caused by the change in the accent, and he gives 3 sentences, Can, I will just show you that. That is, F.T. Wood's sentences are: can he do it? Then next one is: can he do it? And next is: can he do it? This is if you change the stress. This you can see now the vowel down, full grade, reduced grade, 0 grade. So that is grade means level. Grade. You have got grading now in your examination. So level. So like this. So he says if you stress here, you will say can he do it. If you change the stress, then can he do it? And if you change further, can he do it? So what happens? When the stress is shifted or changed, the vowel changes its pronunciation. Isn't it? Here you can say it is full grade. Then you can say reduced grade. And then it is 0 grade. Down, down, down. General breath is falling down, falling down, falling down. That is what is happening. This is one case it is. Okay. So this is what he says. What is down? Sound down. Sound is going down. So F.T. Wood's example is this. Then what happens is therefore what do you say? We can say like this. A definition of ablaut is, you can say David Crystal gives a simple definition. A vowel change that gives a word a new grammatical function. This is what he says. So definitions now. Second, I have explained this. Now we have got the definitions. There are 3 definitions. All the 3 almost say the same thing. First is by David Crystal. David Crystal is an authority. He says a vowel change, according to him, say a vowel change that gives a word a new grammatical function. A vowel change that gives a word a new grammatical function. A new grammatical function. So this is the definition. As you can see, sing, sang, sang. There is vowel change, there is also grammatical function. Then next definition is a sound change within a word that indicates a grammatical information. A sound change within a word that indicates a grammatical information. That is the second definition. Then there is a third definition that is very simple. The change of a vowel into another vowel in the first part of a word. The change of a vowel into another vowel. Okay, you have taken this down? Yes. So the third definition is, only the first definition is given by David Custer. The other two are general definition. So the change of a vowel into another vowel, third one, a change of a vowel into another vowel in the first part or root of the word. So root of the word, the same word, that gives the word a new grammatical function. That gives the word a new grammatical function. So all the three definitions say the same thing. That is, you can quote one or two, whatever you like. So all of them say the same thing. That is, it is a change in the vowel sound. It happens within the word, means without any external influence. That is the thing. Within the word, there is a new grammatical function for the word, and then we also say that it is actually this vowel alternation. Vowel alternation. Understand? So this is what is meant by ablaut. It has got two other names also, gradation and apophony. Gradation, we can call it ablaut or apophony sound. Gradation. So grading, just now we saw can, and can. This grading. So that may be the reason why it is called gradation. So three names for this, that is ablaut, then apophony, and gradation. Remember, this happened when in the Indo-European days, when the Indo-European vowel system passed into this. So you can give Indo-European examples also. This change in the pronunciation, so the shift in the pronunciation causes change in the pronunciation or value or grade of the vowels can be shown by taking an example like the photograph. Photograph. See, you have got this word now. Photograph. See that? First word. Photograph. Photograph. This one. Photograph. 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 Then we can have photography. Photo, isn't it? Yes. Photography. Right? Photography. So they shifted. You can see the vowels changes. Photograph. This is the word. Now you add a suffix. Then photography. See this. The Y suffix. When you add, the vowel changes. This can be proved like this. Vowel changes can happen because of a change in the accent or stress. Stress means the degree of force with which you pronounce a syllable. So when you say photograph, see O, here we have got O. Instead in the second word you have got Here you have got a unstressed here, but there is stressed vowel. Here you have got a, and the next word you have photography, correct. So you have got a. Look at that. See the difference. Understand? Photography. This is not stressed. Okay, we put it like that. Photography. See the change. You can see the change now. Look at this. In the first word, you have got O corresponding A. Here you have got O, and here is A and A. So change in the accent can change the grade of the vowel. The grade of the vowel can be changed. That's why it is gradation. So probably some such thing might have happened during those days. We don't know exactly what happened because we are not thinking about BCs, no? What happened in the BC. So all what we can do is you can reconstruct the whole thing. Now in Ashtadhyayi of Panini, Ashtadhyayi of Panini. Even Panini, the Sanskrit grammarian, he has mentioned this. The word that he used instead of grade is guna. Guna. So even before, the grammarians in the West pointed out this. In the Sanskrit language, Panini had already shown that there is such a change. See that's the situation. I hope you follow me. This is actually several series of vowels underwent this change. Here we are speaking about only E, A, U, but several. Now we can see some examples, some reconstructed examples, not examples that we don't know whether these words were pronounced and used by the Indo-Europeans the way that we are writing and we are pronouncing, that we do not know. But these are reconstructed examples. You can have one or two examples so that you can support your answer with this. Understand? And so you can see now, sing is a simple word, so you can see sing is the word. So the changes that this word underwent, the vowel underwent, you can see sing and sang, sung on, sungen. Sing and sang, sung on, singen. Singer, sang, sung on, and sungen. See that is the vowel change. E, A, U. E, A, U. Now this is reconstructed example. Reconstructed means we don't know the exact word, but we imagine like that. With some, of course, there are some parameters for this. So they probably the philologists might have thought that these Indo-Europeans were singers, so they took this word. Understand? And then we have got another word which is very common, that is ride. Ride. The different forms are redan, rod, redon, and redan. Ride. Redan, rod, redon, rod, redon, and you have got redon and redon. So the two examples I think sufficient. Or again one more, stand and stored and standard. Stands. Stand and stored and and standen, stoden, and you have got the last form is standen. So we have this stand, stood, this, yeah, stood, sound. So many vowels, as I already told you, are affected by this. Now for the time being, what we have done is we are taking two, E, and U. As it is clearly seen in singan, sang, sungon, and sungan. So in modern English we have got sing, sang, sung. So this is the concept of ablaut. I hope that is clear. So once again, if you just go through this, ablaut is a German word. Laut means sound, up means down. It also has the name apophony. Phony sound, gradation means the vowel changes the grade, just as you change your grade after each examination. Yes. Now, what is in simple language, it means a vowel change within a word by which it acquires a new grammatical function. A vowel change within a word, same word, and it acquires a new grammatical function. And in this case, we can see this is a tense change. And then we saw that the names we have already seen. It could be caused by change in the accent. So you have got the few examples, and also photograph and photography. Understand? So you can see the change. You can illustrate it like this. And then you also saw that this is many vowels were affected by this, and what we are now for the time being concerned about E and U, as you find in sing, sang, sung. Also you have found examples in redon, rod, redon, redden, standen, stored, stoden, and standen, like that. Or singen, sungon, sang, sungon, and sungen. So these are the examples. Or you have got choose now. Chaos, sang, chaos, kuran, kuran. So you have got examples like that, and I think that you have understood it. And also we saw that this was pointed out much earlier by our Panini in his Ashtadhyayi, and he calls this grade guna. See, actually this is what happened. The guna of the vowel changes. The quality, guna means the quality. That's the stuff of the vowel, that it changes. I think it is clear to you what is meant by ablaut. Remember, this is in the Indo-European and Germanic situation. Now, of course, I have these days I have been giving classes, lectures on origin of language in the European, Germanic, and then you have come to Old English, Middle English. Now we are entering Modern English. We also saw changes in Renaissance. But just before Modern English, I thought that I have left out one or two topics like this, small topics like this, ablaut. So I thought that after covering that, we will enter into the 18th century. Understand? Hope you are fine, you are doing well, and you are subscribing to my videos. My videos are useful to you. Many students, I get feedback saying that these videos are useful to them. So in that case, definitely you should subscribe, and you should also send your comments. If some people send comments like this, you are speaking very fast, so you slow down. Some people say this is too long. they write like this. Sir, you are this is like this. Too long. If you go through my first lecture on Coleridge's theory of imagination, it is indeed too long. I do agree with you. But what happens is that if I break it, the thought process will be broken. That's the simple reason why I am sorry if you are if you think that it is very long. I am sorry, but you have the option not to cut it. So you watch for 10 minutes, you go out for a tea, and mix with your friends, come back again, and then you can continue that. So that option is there, anyway, isn't it? So I hope that you will use that option, and then you should make maximum use of the lectures that I am giving you. My virtual students has already, now I started with just one student. Now I have got about 1034. Yes. 1034 virtual students now I have. I have got that wealth of 1034 virtual students. I hope that I will be having more, so that I can, the effort that I am making will be useful to all those students. Understand? So bye, have a nice time, enjoy your life.